All right, second half just underway. We are less than 30 seconds into it. Finney trying to advance the ball. Manuel Rabingu slow to get up after falling. Now he's up. Lau advancing the ball. No, Lau gets tripped up. But Oker's there. Chases the ball. He ends up going to the ground too. We have all three of the leading offensive players come to the ground on this play. And the ball goes out of bounds. So goal kick coming up for Jasper Troopsburg. Again, the game coming to you from Hornell, New York. Hornell High School hosting the championship for the Class D1. Charles Finney Falcons playing as the home team. They are the number 1 seed, playing in their green home uniforms. Jasper Troopsburg, the number 3 seed, is playing in their road white uniforms. The score as we go into the second half is Finney 1, Jasper Troopsburg 0. And that's going to be Finney ball coming in on the far sideline, deep in JT territory. Ball goes down the sideline and out. Finney ball again coming in. There's the throw. Finney's able to send it towards midfield. JT pops it up in the air there and sends it back. Ball goes towards the sideline, still in bounds, still in play, and now it's out. It's going to be Finney ball, far sideline. Ball comes in, crosses the field. And Finney gets a deep send on it from their defensive back. JT chases it out of bounds, so it's Finney ball here on the near sideline. Quick throw from Keegan Oker. Gets it to Rabingu. Rabingu down the sideline. And JT returns it. Perticone intercepts. Finney gets it in. James Siderishin to the middle. He's got Connor Terrell there. Connor to Ian Lau. Ian takes a deep shot. And the goalkeeper is able to haul that one in. And just quickly rolls the ball out to his wing here. And James Siderishin gets it back. James Siderishin makes a move. Needs help. He's able to send it back to Keegan Oker. Keegan Oker lofts it up to James. Crosses the ball. And JT just sends it out of bounds. So it's going to be Finney ball coming in here on the near sideline. Keegan Oker with the throw. Throws it right to the middle. JT gets a head on it. And advances up the field. And we have a trip on the far sideline, no call. Finney now returning back down the field with it. Lau crossing over the middle. Continues to carry the ball. Still with it. Pops it up in the air. And JT's goalkeeper comes out and grabs it. Punt from the goalkeeper goes to almost midfield. JT gets another kick on it. He sends it down. Now they've got a man out there. And Finney's defender is able to interfere enough that slowed him down. Stephen Fokers grabs the ball. Punt to the outside. Players falling all over each other. JT still has a man on the ground. And they finally stop the clock. 34:42 is the time here in the second half. So it looked like both players here, it's right in front of the Finney bench. They had a good view of it, and the Finney coach not happy, the assistant coach not happy about it, but it looked like both players went to the ball, and just the weight of what they were doing, they both were like jumping for the ball. And the JT player is up and walking back towards his bench. And sub comes in for JT. In the meantime, I believe a call had been made for there to be a direct kick for JT. So that's set. Stephen Fokers grabs it, hurls it downfield, gets it out in front of Rabingu. Rabingu continues down the field with it, crossing. And JT clears it to the sideline. It's going to be a Finney ball here on the near sideline. James Sirishin with the ball. Throws it right to Keegan Oker. And moves down the sideline. JT lofts it towards the middle. Still in play down there. JT sends it back upfield now. Connor Terrell gets it back to his defenseman to reset the play. And back and forth between teams now. JT with a long send. Finney's able to get around in front of it and return it. And Finney with the ball now. Rabingu sends it to James Sidorishin, streaming down the sideline. Sidorishin passes it to the middle. And JT clears it to the sideline. So Finney ball coming in here on the near sideline, right in front of the JT bench. It's going to be Keegan Oker sending it in. His team pulls up, sends it right out to the middle. He has Rabingu there. Rabingu gets it out to Lau. Ball goes past Lau, but he's able to catch up. Tries to make a move. JT is fighting for it. JT gets a foot on the ball, gets a send. Has a player over midfield. And Keegan Oker gets the ball back and sends it. He's got James Sidorishin here on the near sideline. Sidorishin sends it up to Rabingu, and JT clears it. Rabingu with a throw, near sideline, gets it to Sidorishin. Sends it back to Perticone. Perticone gets it out to Oker, to Rabingu, and now JT with the ball. Sidorishin pops one up towards the middle. JT is all over that and gets deep send, but Finney is first too. Both teams back and forth now. JT gets a send, crosses it towards the middle. They have a man there. Working against multiple Finney defenders. Takes a shot, and Stephen Folkerts easily grabs that one, hurls it back up the field to James Sidorishin, who lofts it downfield, and it's going to end up going to the keeper before Rabingu can make a move on it. With teams playing over the middle, back and forth here, trying to get an angle on the ball. And we've got a call against Jasper Troopsburg. Keegan Oker went to the ground. It's going to be a direct kick from the football 45, so about 55 yards out from the goal on the hash mark. There's a kick. Long kick. Hits the ground right in front of the goal, and the keeper is there. This keeper sets up a punt. quick low punt, short of midfield. Both teams heading it back and forth. James Siderition pops up at the sky. Keeps advancing it down the field. And it goes out off of JT. So it's going to be Finney ball here on the near sideline, deep in JT territory. Quick throw towards this end line, crosses it. Rabingu's there, crosses it again. Now had an opportunity for James Siderition to get a foot on it. The ball bounced off of a JT player. No, they're saying that ball went out off of a Finney player. So we've got a goal kick coming up for Jasper Troopsburg. There's the kick. Long kick towards midfield. JT makes a run for it here on the near sideline, but Jake Terrell says no way, sends it back upfield. JT now resetting the play, gets a send. Jake Terrell returns it, gets it to Oker. Oker pops it over to Rabingu. Rabingu sends it to the outside. JT was there, but no green jerseys. James Siderition sends it, has Ian Lau. Ian Lau working to advance the ball, but comes to the ground. And they're calling a corner kick. Corner kick for the Falcons. Keegan Oker lining up the kick here on the near corner. There's the kick. Comes off of a JT head, comes back upfield. Rabingu now turning it. Back towards the middle to Oker. Terrell has it now. Connor Terrell to the outside to Lau. Lau working back towards the middle. Makes a move, takes a shot. Hit the goalkeeper, bounced, but he was able to gather it in. Good save for JT. And Jasper Troopsburg punts the ball over midfield. Connor Terrell returns it. Now JT has a man on. And now it's back and forth, caroming off of bodies from both teams. Takes a JT roll. JT gets a send down the far sideline. Working towards the sideline, goes out of bounds. And they're going to say Finney ball, far sideline in Finney territory. Daniel Siderition with a throw. Down the sideline. Gets it to Connor. No, gets it to Keegan Oker. Keegan Oker passes it. Ian Lau with it now. Ian Lau makes the move. Gets past one man, working to get past two. Sends it up to Rabingu. Rabingu loses it. Lau takes a shot, and that bounces wide to the right. Goalkeeper gathers it in, sets up his own punt. Here on the near side of the field, punt comes to midfield. Connor Terrell gets the first foot on it. JT now working with the ball, and it goes out of bounds far sideline. It's going to be JT's ball coming in. And the players push up. There's a throw from JT down the sideline. JT gets the ball rolling down the sideline, and Finney just clears it out of bounds. So it's going to be JT's ball coming in, far sideline. The throw, long throw, comes down in front of the goal. Volkers went to the ground, didn't get his hands on the ball, and it ends up being a corner kick for Jasper Troopsburg. So at the far corner, Jasper Troopsburg lining up to take this kick. Kick is low. Folkerts bounces it out, and then Finney clears it. Ian Lau has it now. Working against 3 defenders, gets past 1, gets past 2. Keegan Oker takes the shot, and the JT goalkeeper laying on the ground is able to grab it. Great effort by the JT goalkeeper, who hurls it downfield to his own man, now working up the field, trying to cross the field, sends it. Perticone takes the first header. And Finney advancing the ball. Now JT returns it. And Finney just clears it out of bounds. So it's JT ball coming in on the far sideline, and they pause for substitutions. JT has a couple of people ready to come in. Just one player coming in. Okay. There's a throw from JT deep down the sideline. They have one man there, and Finney players are able to just escort the ball out of bounds to set up a goal kick for Finney. Stephen Folkerts switching the field, and Matt Magliato comes in. James Siderishin stepping out. Here's the kick from Folkerts, comes towards this near sideline. Jasper Troopsburg makes contact. Now Finney working on the ball, taking it up the far sideline. Ian Lau advancing the ball down the field, makes a move, lofts one out there, has Magliato. No, JT returns it deep. Perticone throws a hit into the other player, and then the other player trips up Jake Terrell. And they're calling a kick for the Falcons. This kick coming from the football 42-yard line. Keegan Oker lining up to take it. Ball is short of the goal and takes a bounce. Still in bounds, still in play. Far sideline. Ian Lau sends it back. Gets it back to himself, working across the field. Sends it back, but there wasn't any help there. So JT gets a foot on it. JT working it towards the sideline now and advancing it. And Finney returns it. JT with an opportunity to set it up. That kick bounces off of Ian Lau, who has it now. And is advancing it down the sideline, trying to work in. Turns back. Sends it back for some help. JT gets a foot on it and gets a send down and out. So JT clears it. It's going to be Finney ball coming in on the far sideline. There's your throw. Throw goes right down the field. And JT gets a foot on it. Sends it deep. Finney was ready. Kept it in play. And JT just has a quick kick to get it back upfield. Daniel Siderishin gets it out to the outside. Gets it to Connor Terrell. Rabengu has it. Rabengu still working with it. Almost gets tripped up. Finney gets a send. Magliato's down there. Now, JT gets it out of there. Terrell sends it back. So we're going sweeper here. Finney again with the ball, working to set it up. Now trying to reset the play across the field. Pressure coming on. Get it up to Ian Lau. Ian working toward down the middle of the field. And wow. So there was a slide kick that to clear it that took Ian Lau to the ground. And so it's going to be Finney ball coming in here on the near sideline. There was no call for the play on the field. Ian Lau coming off. James Siderishin back in. And that kick from Keegan Oker was just a little too high and just a little bit too much to the outside. So sets up a goal kick for the JT. We're at 19 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second half. Finney holding on to a 1-0 lead over Jasper Troopsburg in the Section 5 Class D1 championship game. Jasper Troopsburg with a deep send just clears it to the sideline. So it'll be Finney ball, far sideline, right about midfield. Coming in, Daniel Siderishin is over there to handle the throw. Throw goes down the sideline. JT pops it up, stays in bounds. And it's going to be JT ball on the far sideline now. There's a throw down the sideline. And the call is JT ball. There's the throw. Again down the sideline, advancing the ball. JT pops it high and in the middle. Folkerts comes out and just picks it out of the air. Great save from Stephen Folkerts. Sets up a punt. The punt sails over midfield. JT was the first body on it. Finney touching it since. JT gets a call here. They're going to be able to kick the ball. Their player took a header and fell to the ground, but the call goes against Finney. So a direct kick coming up. There's the kick, and Folkerts grabs it and hurls it upfield. Ball bounces over a couple players, still rolls free. JT returns it. Terrell gets in there, and they're calling handball. So it's going to be another kick for Jasper Troopsburg. This one from the football 30, so about 40 yards in front of goal. And they just do a little quick kick. And they get it out there. Wow. Amazing effort from Finney to send that ball out of bounds. And there was a call. Must have been a call for offsides, I have to imagine, because I don't know why else he'd be setting up the kick where he is. So here's the kick for Keegan Oker. Crosses midfield and goes out off of Jasper Troopsburg. Ian Lau comes back into the game for the Falcons. Matt Magliato coming out. And we have an offsides call.
Fans in the stands, the concession stand now has a 50% off special on hot dogs, nachos, and popcorn.
And the crowd is abuzz at the idea of getting 50% off at the concession stand. JT clears that ball out of there. Finney trying to set something up. And Lau sends it deep. JT gets there first and returns it. Back and forth here in the middle. Ball high in the air, comes back down. Connor Terrell sends it out through the ref's legs. Looks like they're breakdancing out there in the middle of the field almost. And Daniel Sederition clears it to the sideline, but the ball stays in bounds, stays in play. Ian Lau now with it. Gets a good send on it. But there's only JT players up there. JT now chases it down the sideline, keeps it in bounds. Jake Terrell with a send. Gets it up to Keegan Oker, wide open in the middle. He sends it deep to Ian Lau, streaming down the sideline, passes it into Rabingu. Rabingu throws off the, and there's a goal! Faster than I can call it. Emmanuel Rabingu gets goal number 2 for the game. 13:23 to go in the second half. The ball bounced off of the goalkeeper and stayed in play, and Rabingu was able to get another shot. And so with just over 13 minutes to play here in the second half, the Finney Falcons take a 2-0 lead over Jasper Troopsburg. The clock starts again. Game underway again. And there was a call against some, I'm not sure what happened that Keegan Oker did, but there was a call against him. Direct kick from JT. Folkerts bounced it away the first time and then caught it. Hurls it downfield. Rabingu's there, trying to make a move. And Jasper Troopsburg returns it. And Ian Lau gets the ball. There's an opportunity. Takes a shot. And it's a high kick. So goal kick coming up for Jasper Troopsburg. And we are back in play. James Siderition providing pressure on the JT defensive players as they're trying to reset the play. And the ball goes out of bounds. Connor Terrell heads that one, gets it out to Keegan, who gets it out to Ian. Ian takes a shot. That shot sails high. Goal kick coming up for JT. Time now becomes critical. 10 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the second half. And now carrying the ball up the field, gets past, the defender gets past two and gets tripped up. No call. Lau still on the ground. Now on his feet. Ball continues to be in play and goes out of bounds off Jasper Troopsburg. So it's going to be Falcons ball on the far sideline. Keegan Oaken over there to throw it in. Ball goes out of bounds the far sideline. JT's ball to throw in now. JT with a sub. And Finney making a sub as well. Magliato goes back in the game. Who's coming out? The clock. Looks like Ian Lau is on the ground over there. So the clock stops with 9 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the second half. The assistant coach jogs out to take a look at the player who's down, I believe, is Ian Lau. Lau up and walking now. So when the game gets underway, it's going to be JT's ball coming in the far sideline. Well, is walking, but does appear to have a bit of a limp. Remember, he got cleared to the ground earlier. There was no call on that. Okay. Clock begins to run. Ball comes in. Throw goes down the sideline, and Finney's first two with Keegan Oker sending it towards the middle of the field. And this incidental trip is called against Finney, so it's going to be 5 yards out from the goal. They just do a quick indirect kick back, take it to the middle, and kick from there. And Falcons are able to clear it out. Rubingu sends it. JT returns it. JT working with the ball now. Make a couple Falcons miss, and they get a good send out there. A nice defensive move from the Falcons. I think that was, I'm not sure who that was. He made that anyway. Falcons now streaming down the field. Matt Magliato over there gets it back to Keegan Oker, sends it back to Magliato. And JT gets a foot on it, sends it. It's Jaden. Jaden who made that previous play, who's now defending, crosses the ball, gets it over to Perticone. Perticone bringing it up the sideline, passes it to Connor Terrell. JT grabs it. And Keegan Oker intercepts, sends it down to James Siderishin. James looks to send it back up the line. No one there for him. JT with the ball. Bounces off of Jake Terrell. JT crossing the field now. Ball down the sideline. There's a deep kick from JT. Stephen Folkers bounces it out. The ball's still down there. Here's a kick. And that ball is wide left. Fortunate for the Falcons as Stephen Folkers was horizontal on the ground at the time the ball came in. The ball just wide left, so goal kick coming up for the Falcons. 6:40 to go in the second half. Substitution happening for Jasper Troopsburg. Deep kick takes a Finney bounce, and now Jasper Troopsburg with it. And they cross the field. And the ball stays in play. Jasper Troopsburg gets a high kick on it now. Down in the middle of the field towards the Finney goal. Finney starts to clear it back. And they just send it deep. No players down there to receive it, so Jasper Troopsburg is able to reset. Low kick. Finney's first two, and Connor Terrell making contact. Paul Perticone to defend. Clears the ball to the sideline. And they are not a fan of the play. Oh. All right. Not a fan of the play on JT's behalf. It's Finney ball. It's a Finney direct kick from their own side of the field. There's the kick. High, deep kick. Comes down in front of the goal and goes out of bounds out the back line, setting up a goal kick for Jasper Troopsburg. 5 minutes to go now in the game. JT has a quick short kick here. And Finney advancing the ball. And Connor Terrell is taken to the ground, and they are calling a direct kick for Finney from just outside the box, right about the football 15-yard line, so about 25 yards directly in front of the goal. Keegan Oker lines up to take the kick. Low, but not quite low enough. And a little to the right, the ball sails out of bounds, setting up goal kick from Jasper Troopsburg. That kick comes just short of midfield, bounces around. JT gets a good send on it and carries it down the field. JT gets some good moves, and the ball goes out the back line before they can save it. So another goal kick coming up for the Falcons. And Keegan Oker comes in to take that kick. Kick comes down just over the midfield. Ball goes out off of Jasper Troopsburg. So it's Finney ball coming in here near sideline, deeper into JT territory. Oker with a send towards the corner, and JT just knocks it out. So another Finney throw. Oker now setting up to throw it straight in, lofts it in. JT trying to clear it out. Oker chases it down, turns it back. JT gets the ball out, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Finney ball coming in right in front of the JT bench. as Keegan Oker takes some basketball moves down there. Matt Magliato out, so we've got a substitution.
Two minutes.
Shot from Rubingo is high. Goal kick coming up for the Falcons. Magliato is back in. Connor Torello working down the sideline. And it goes out. JT ball coming in, far sideline. Throw goes down the side and out off of the Falcons. So another JT throw, continuing to move down the field with it. And Emmanuel Rubingo now moving the ball for the Falcons. There's a quick pass up to Keegan Oker. Now they're stopping the clock as Oker goes to the ground and grabs his leg. 48 seconds left in the game. Keegan Oker on the ground holding his left leg. And Keegan Oker is up and coming off the field slowly and with a limp. So I believe we have a direct kick coming up from about 35 yards out from the goal. Daniel Sidorishin is out there lined up to take the kick. There's the whistle. Clock starts. And the kick not poorly placed. And it looks like we have a corner kick coming up for the Falcons. Daniel Sidorishin over to handle the kick. Sends it in. Good placement right in front of the goal. Hurticone gets a foot on it. And the keeper grabs it. Sets up a punt. Punt comes down over midfield. And goes out of bounds. It's going to be JT ball coming in. They get the quick throw in. And ball goes out of bounds. And that's the game. So your final score, the Finney Falcons 2, Jasper Troopsburg 0. Finney wins the Class D1 Championship for 2018. Thanks for watching, folks.